What I want to show is that when we are looking down, let's do like we're going to have a hill right here. This is a hill, and then we got another hill here. We can take a scene like this and we can make it feel more downhill simply by raising the horizon. That's not that's not the one and only way to do it, but it is, you know, one simple assumption you can make is that if you aim a camera down a hill, the horizon is going to be higher in the picture. I want to have objects that have a I'm looking down perspective. So, for example, trees are going to be a good thing. So let's put a few trees in here, but these trees are going to have a vanishing point. So perhaps we're looking down at these trees like this, you see, and it's not real extreme, but this is an object that I can apply perspective to. So in the same way I apply perspective to this, I can also apply perspective to grass, rocks. If I'm looking downhill, it's going to cause a lot of overlapping. I might see a lot more. See how I'm doing miniature hills that are overlapping each other? That might happen sooner in the foreground of the picture than it would if it were flat ground. Then uphill is going to be the opposite. So if I want to put the horizon right in the middle again, but make it feel like we're looking up a hill, then I'm going to do the opposite that I just did. And now this trail, let's make it, for whatever reason, it's got these rocks on it. Well, let's do the opposite. Let's not do as much of the squashing and overlapping. Let's keep the shapes more open like this and see if we get the opposite effect. As the video was coming to an end last time, I was doing little lines like this because I want to see lots of layers, like we're looking almost parallel to that surface. So we see lots of trees in front of trees. So I tightened up the lines, but in the process of doing that, I was overlooking a valuable little piece that could be in here. And that is that we would expect to be looking a little more at the tops of bushes if this is a steep downhill.
Are you saying that was a mistake because it's not backlit?
Well, let's just call it an oversight. You know, it's kind of a strong word, mistake. And Jacob, it's a little hard for me to hear that.
Happy accident.
Yeah, there are no mistakes here, just happy accident.
But
So-
why does it still look good? Even without changing it, even though we know it's not backlit, it still looks good.
Well, because believability is more powerful than accuracy. What's important is that we can use this little bit of information to improve this picture. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put more round shaped highlights as though we're looking down. Every highlight has a shape to it. So for example, if I go over here, see how it's just on the left? Well, I'm going to put the highlight in kind of a circular boundary. You walk down a hill, you see more of the tops of things. So I'm going to circle a shadow around the base of this because we're looking down at it. You see how that rounded shape creates more of a down.
Yeah, that made it feel really steep all of a sudden.
Okay, thank you for saying that. Even if you're just saying it, I appreciate it.
No, that's like That's what I struggled so long to figure out. Like I'm looking at rocks just at my feet. You got to show the top of it.
Okay, very good. Well, to help boost your confidence, it just dawned on me. It just dawned on me as I was looking on at this. So it's been a while since I tried to paint something steep and downhill. Uh, and so as I was looking at it, I was like, oh, that feels a little bit, that perspective feels a little bit off. And then it hit me. Oh yeah, I backlit it like the light is down at the bottom of the canyon. So we're gonna put the light here, and that is just using the viewer's assumptions to our advantage. And the assumption is a good one, that the light is coming from above. Because even, it's the light, theoretically, we could be on the side of a steep mountain and the sun could be down right at the horizon, and then it truly is going uphill. Yeah, that's a thing, but I don't really have the picture lit exactly like that. I got light on the tops of the trees. So it's a really safe assumption that it's generally brighter above the object and darker below the object. Very safe assumption in a landscape. So I'm going to go through it and do more of those. Just like that, I'm going to go through and put a whole bunch of roundish highlights instead of outlines. And I'm going to make sure that the right side, because if we were looking straight down at the object, we would see the shadowed side wrapping up further toward the back than we would looking straight at it, right? You following what I'm saying? So right here, I wrap it up this way, because if we're looking down, we're beginning to see the shadow on the far side.